Welcome back. It's me again, Steven Suptic, and today we're playing a new quiz, and I was either between this one or the what Hogwarts character will be my best friend quiz. So if you want to see that one, I don't know, let me know in the comments. I figured this one will get more views. And it's the Are You Good in Bed quiz from Cosmopolitan. I just kind of looked up sex. I literally looked in Google into sex quiz, and then it also came down to this quiz or which sexual position are you? Haven't taken that one yet, but I'm planning to after this, and let's get right into Are You Good in Bed? Now, I'm very biased because I'm interested in self-preservation and not burning my ego, so you may not be sex scene perfect, parentheses, is anyone, but just how confident are you actually under the sheets? Find out in this Cosmo Kawia's Crick. When it comes to sex positions, you sometimes try different things, sometimes stick to classics. It depends on what you're both in the mood for. Change it up every night. You're not afraid to try anything and will insist on it with anyone. Tend to stick to a couple favorites or what he suggests, but you're not too keen on doing anything too out there. You know what? Sometimes try different things, sometimes stick to the classics. It depends on what you're both in the mood for. I'd say that's a crispy number one because I don't like my partner to feel uncomfortable, and also, I like to be incredibly predictable. Click! You're having sex with a new guy. What are you thinking about? There's not so much thinking as doing and seeing what works and what doesn't. You're thinking about your appearance. Hopefully he's okay with everything down there. You always get nervous. Just how he can get you off. You know he's gonna need a little more instruction. You know what? The first time is always an incredibly nerve-wracking experience, no matter the person. So I'm probably gonna go with number two, because you can't spell anxiety without there's a guy inside me. So honestly, how do you feel about your body when you're having sex? It's hot without a question, and that guy's lucky to be doing anything with it. Confident some days, but others you're just really glad the lights are out. Pretty good on the whole, and he seems to like it just fine. You know what, my dudes never complain. I'm gonna go with that crispy number three. Seems just fine. I'm okay with it. I'm pretty comfortable, and so are they, and that's all I really need. Oh, as a Cosmopolitan quiz, I realize now that this is targeted towards women. You've been at it for a bit, but he just isn't getting you there when it comes to orgasming. Answer number one. Guide him with your hands until he gets it. You know yourself well enough. Why say what you can show? Just pretend it's good. He's making an earnest attempt. Try to shift a bit to help him find the right spot and suggest he try something different. Okay, I guess just guide him. I don't think it's going to make him any less confident. Hopefully. Yeah, I've never really thought about this. But I guess, you know what? I wouldn't want phony orgasming to happen, so you know what? I guess I know myself well enough. Put your hands on my right cooter spots, you dingus. Where's your gosh darn ding ding mind when you're having sex? A is you're kind of hoping it's going well the entire time with a couple flashes of things you need to do. Buy this, go here, afterwards. You're thinking about groceries when you're having sex. Typically, on the moment itself, you might have a stray thought here and there, but you're mainly focused on just really connecting with who you're with. Your mind is everywhere. Sex is kind of empowering. Big thoughts time for you. I'm a one-track kind of dude, and that's not just under the sheets. I literally cannot focus on more than one thing at a time, if that. In fact, I'd say 90% of my brain capacity is dedicated to nothing. The other 10%, I'd say, is making connections and bonds with my forest creature friends, who I will not talk about because I don't want to give any clues to their whereabouts, for it is a sacred forest. Side note, would you like to use the poor creature's forest home for your personal gain? Please email me at stevensupticinquiries.us.com, at us.com, and I'd be more than willing to provide their forest location for a nominal fee, and you can do with it whatever you please, and those poor little creatures are gonna go bye-bye, ha-ha! That's goddamn business. You know what they say, you gotta break a few eggs to make some vomit. Oh, so sex is on the moment itself. That's where my mind is at. How big a deal is masturbation to you? Not a huge one. It's fine when done. But it's not like oxygen. It's not really a priority for you. It's part of your life, but sure, you don't have to do it everywhere. Or, see, it's kind of part of your morning routine. You've gone through multiple vibrators this year. Truth. When I'm not filling pussy, when I'm not smashing that good pussy, When I'm not balls deep in that hot cooter. When I'm not filling up a giant vag with my hot load. When I'm not smashing pumpkins. When I'm not engulfing a fat labia with my power driver. When I'm not repenting for sins in the old dungeon of Anubis. When I'm not draining the old blood gulch. When I'm not shooting smart water out of my tube cannons. I love jerking off. You're going down on a new guy and he's just not into it. You, keep going and hope it'll get him off eventually. Try to switch it up. If it's not happening, you'll ask for some kind of direction. Just call it. It's not like it's your favorite thing to begin with. If you suck at sucking dick, then how are you going to suck any less if you keep sucking? But you don't want to embarrass yourself, so just switch that shit up and do something else because you can't keep sucking if you suck at sucking. Because that's kind of a mood ruiner if you just keep doing the same thing that you suck at. So you want to give him a surprise in the bedroom for his birthday. You get a new piece of lingerie and wear it for him before doing your usual routine. Try that new position he's talked about wanting to do for the first time. Why not? It's his day. Actually go down on him without expecting anything in return. That's big for you. When my man tells me what he wants, I do it for him. And that's the most important thing. It's his day. And I'm his woman. How often do you initiate sex? You don't really keep track, but it's about even. All the time. Never, really. You like him taking the lead. I like it when there's an equilibrium of initiation of sex. I think that's the most important thing because you don't want to feel left out, you don't want to feel unwanted. And that's in bed you are very loud. He should know how good a job he is doing or isn't. Pretty quiet. You'll occasionally sigh to him to let you know you aren't asleep though. Oof. Very in the moment. You don't really hold back, but you aren't screaming 24/7. I mean, good. Number 3 is... yeah, probably number 3. That seems like the most reasonable one. Am I good in bed? Come on. Tell me, Cosmopolitan. Pretty good. Sarah Jessica Parker says, you've got the secret to great sex down. It's having confidence in yourself, giving and taking feedback, and being open to new things. When you're as invested in him as he is in you, you know the sex is always meaningful and fulfilling. Keep it up and have fun. You guys heard it here first. Sarah Jessica Parker said, I'm pretty good at sex. And you know what, Sarah Jessica Parker? I will keep it up and have fun. I fucking will. Ciao, bitch. My man needs me. I'm actually trapped by a few Ethernet cords right now, and it's going to be a struggle to move out of this position. Oh, did I just switch the camera? Oh, fuck. That took forever to focus.